See, many people are making excuses because they've created health issues, and that's an excuse why they can't move forward or do things in their lives. And so, that should not be an excuse. It should be a wake-up call. Your body ailments should be a wake-up call. One, of the knowledge that you're not having what's going on subconsciously and the emotional deprivations that you're having, or the amounts of responsibilities that you're taking on that's just not your responsibility to take. And so you're over encumbered with emotional weight, which now you're putting on physical weight. You need to resolve both aspects now. And the further the physical manifestation comes into view in your physical life, then you have to start really tackling the physical world with physical actions. If we're in a position with this new age mindset that we cannot focus on the problem to, resolve the problem, we'll never get anything fixed. And again, if we think of that mindset, I can't focus on the problem because I'll create more of it. Well, then what about scientists and doctors that focus on illnesses to create, cures for such? Do you see them developing cancer because they're focusing on the problem? No. So we need to focus on the problem. We need to address the illness. We need to take care and put nurturing energy into our physical bodies as well as the mental and spiritual bodies as well. They go hand in hand. And if you're having a hard time identifying what is going wrong with you emotionally, your physical body is going to tell you. If you have a lot of this, I would say, imbalanced energy cycling in your body, it's going to create unexpected illnesses in your body as well, and behaviors that will attract you to certain foods that are not well for you. Just think about when you're in a comfort food mode, right? When you feel depressed, people tend to gravitate to Ben & Jerry's or comfort food that's really bad for you, right? Because you're in a bad energy, so I just want this bad food that will create bad results. Right? So think about if you do that consistently, if you're constantly in anxiety mode, you're always reaching for the food that pacifies anxiety, which is equal to anxiety, you're going to create more anxiety in your life and thus an illness too at some point. So it all is connected, the mindset with the behavior, with the physical manifestations of such, right? Pain in the neck. So a lot of people have neck pain. Well, then why are you being a pain in your neck? Why are you allowing other people to be a pain in your neck? Right? So it's very, very in your face. And a lot of people ask me all the time, am I missing any signs when they're sick, depressed, and anxious? I'm like, oh, the signs are all around you, my love. So understand that if your nutritional regimen is out of balance, so is your emotional intellect is out of balance too. They both align. They're both synchronous. They're both reflections of your core state of being. When we understand that and we get first the emotional and spiritual perspective in balance, then we start allowing our bodies to become in balance too. Then we start craving different foods. We start becoming attracted to different foods. So a lot of times you guys are trying to focus on fixing the body first when the mind has to be fixed first in order to get the body in order. And the mindset and the knowledge of such and the reflection of what's going on within to align with that. Once we understand too how the mind and the body are connected and they're both messengers, you wouldn't be asking anybody, am I missing any signs? You wouldn't be saying that. It's all within you. It's how you feel. I know that if I have a headache or a neck pain, I'm thinking too much and I'm allowing people to be a pain in my neck. I'm allowing people to bother me too much. Then all of a sudden my neck starts going out of whack. It starts feeling, ugh. Some of you have shoulder issues. You have shoulder issues. That's representation that you are carrying way too fucking much in your life. Now it's time to be conscious of, oh my gosh, what am I over encumbering myself with? Those who have swallowing issues, you're not using your voice. Many people have issues swallowing food or issues with mucus in the throat. You're not using your voice enough, right? Those who have anxiety, you have no direction. You're having panic in your life, which means that you're cutting yourself off from your own lifeline, which is spirit. Okay, so many different ailments that we can actually attach to a physical condition. Eye issues. If someone's constantly having eye issues and issues in the eyes, you're not seeing something clearly in your life. See, it's so literal, and I've seen this so many times in my own life, my own, I would say, experiences, as well as experiences with my clients in the many years, that these always end up being true. Skin problems. You're not comfortable in your skin. And a lot of skin problems relate to embarrassment, the fear of being embarrassed. So skin issues will manifest if you're having a complete moment of that and so forth. So these are things you want to pay attention to. So when you think about this in context, you understand that it really isn't that you have to focus on just the body or just the mindset. It's about focusing on both and letting them both working in sync and understanding how they both play against each other.